There's something psychology has discovered about people who don't post their photos on social media, and most people completely miss it. They're often labeled as insecure, antisocial, or lacking confidence. But psychology shows that this label couldn't be more wrong. If this has ever described you, this might explain your mind in a way no one ever has before. If you've ever felt misunderstood, disconnected, or out of place in a world obsessed with posting and validation, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. In many cases, it means your brain works differently. Psychology shows that people who avoid posting their photos often have higher self-awareness, deeper processing, and stronger internal standards than the average person. That difference quietly shapes everything about how you move through the world. One of the strongest traits found in people who don't post their photos is a low tolerance for superficial validation. You don't feel the need to prove your existence through likes, comments, or reactions. Research on self-awareness shows that as people develop a stronger internal sense of identity, their dependence on external approval drops sharply. You don't enjoy performing for attention. You don't feel comfortable turning your life into content. You'd rather live moments than package them for public consumption. This isn't insecurity. It's self-respect. Another reason you avoid posting is your preference for depth over display. You aren't against connection, but you're not interested in surface-level interaction. Psychology shows that deeper thinkers naturally avoid environments built around comparison and performance. Social media photos often reward appearance over substance, image over truth. You don't feel drawn to that game. You prefer meaningful conversations, real bonds, and private experiences over public approval. That's why scrolling through highlight reels often feels empty to you, not inspiring. People who don't post their photos also tend to process the world more deeply. Your brain is constantly observing patterns, motivations, and emotional undercurrents. While others focus on how they look, you're focused on how things feel, what they mean, and what's happening beneath the surface. Psychology shows that people who process information deeply often withdraw from environments that overstimulate comparison and ego. You're not hiding. Your mind is simply occupied with more important things. You're also often misunderstood as being distant or emotionally closed, but psychology shows the opposite. People who avoid posting personal images usually have strong emotional regulation. You don't need constant reassurance that you're seen. You don't chase attention to feel real. You're comfortable existing without an audience. This emotional independence can look like detachment to others, but it's actually inner stability. You don't outsource your self-worth. Another important trait is selective access. People who don't post their photos are usually very intentional about who gets to see them and know them. Psychology shows that selective communicators value privacy, boundaries, and trust. You don't believe everyone deserves access to your personal life. You observe people over time. You assess intentions. You let others earn closeness instead of offering it freely. To some, this makes you seem mysterious. In reality, you're protecting your inner world. Here's what most people get wrong about you. They see your absence online and assume insecurity. They see your privacy and assume secrecy. They see your silence and assume weakness. But psychology sees something else entirely. It sees emotional maturity. It sees self-awareness. It sees independence. Your choice not to post isn't avoidance. It's intention. Sometimes the people with the strongest inner worlds don't feel the need to broadcast them. They don't need validation to confirm their identity. They don't need attention to feel alive. They let others reveal themselves while they quietly observe. And by the time most people realize what's really happening beneath the surface, you already understood it long ago. The traits that make you feel invisible in a world obsessed with visibility are the same traits that create clarity, depth, and emotional strength. In a culture addicted to exposure, privacy is power. If this felt personal, comment, "This explains me." And if you want psychology content that explains your personality in ways school never taught you, subscribe to your hidden psyche, because the next video might reveal something about yourself you've never realized.